everybody. Let's all go to the trailers. My name is Brandon Jones. I'm joined by Mr. Kyle Bossman.
Hi, everybody.
Mr. Daniel Bloodworth.
Hey.
This is part 2 of our weekly trailer podcast. We're going to kick it off by watching a trailer we have never seen before. I think I've heard of Kill All Zombies. I can't be sure.
Is this the one with the hashtag?
Maybe.
Like, for some reason, this game and Drive Club decided to put hashtags in the front.
It is a call to action. I mean, Drive Club isn't like a full sentence, but Kill All Zombies, you can put a period at the end of that, and there you go. There's your,
but it's
your tagline, your title, your
zombies,
hashtag, everything all in once. Yeah. But yeah, there's so many top-down zombie smash TV type games. I just imagine maybe it's something like that. But I like to have debut trailers on there so we can talk about a game I've never heard of before. This is a launch trailer. This game's out. This is this game's last chance to get you to play it. Kyle Bossman, are you ready?
All right, I'm so ready.
No, they'll get it on PS Plus.
It's the first time I've seen this.
I've seen
they
that.
split up the Peggies and the ESRB.
Oh, was that a GameCube? What was that?
Real-time
Streaming
capture.
live. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
What did I tell you?
Oh, that's a clever idea.
Oh, so this one has the interactive thing going on, or just they just decided to capture it this way?
I mean, this is their value proposition. It's like, hey,
Hexawave.
look how much fun you can have streaming this.
You're gonna die. Drop the bass. This is Coop de Cat is just going nuts here.
Call Doc. Call Doc. Heal him.
Wow. This reminds me of.
Did they heal him? Did they just heal him? There's no other players that he's with.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, they are interacting then.
Oh, okay.
So do you think this is like
random event? Yeah, that's what they're trying to
cool.
do.
So do you think this is how the game is played, or do you think this is a mode you can unlock for?
I mean, I don't think you have to do this. I would think not. Otherwise, it feels very much like, what is that other one? Dead Nation. That's kind of. But this seems more of an arena. There's not like a world he's jumping through.
Random perk versus random event.
Survive.
I think I can hear sound effects.
No.
Yeah, they're really, really quiet.
The song's definitely overbearing, yeah. Dongarino.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Upside down.
Ooh.
Oh, because they did flippy flop. Okay. By the way, this poor person has 3 people watching.
But they're probably just doing this for the trailer.
Yeah.
So, do you need to talk about this? Do you need titles to explain this? I mean, you get it, right? Kind of like how this mode works.
I actually wonder how this. Well, I mean, I think it takes a little while to actually catch on because they're not explicitly saying what's happening. But
Hashtag kill all zombies. You were right.
What was I gonna say?
Who knew the buttons were trademarks? Did you see that? Okay.
But it does make me wonder though, like what your testing environment is like that for like setting up Twitch commands. Like Twitch has got to have something going on for that, don't they?
It absolutely does. Yeah. It's not the first game to be able to like drop things in.
No,
I
did Daylight, and it had some of that stuff.
Oh yeah, that was fun. We could like make cats meow and stuff like that. Weird just to do. It's raw. This is a raw trailer. It's not, cut together in a snappy way. It's like, this is how this game works. It's definitely a choice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's such long stretches of gameplay. And you're just constantly seeing the you're healed. Like, I feel like it would have been more effective if they got some, like, whatever the most extreme things are, like upside down, and just kind of went through them, like, yeah, kind of more one by one, and, gave you enough time to see what was happening, but not really, like, just kind of sitting on the screen this whole time.
But they definitely want you to feel like the impact of you watching it, like, wow, what am I watching? How does this work? This is fascinating. Like, that's what they want. That's the reaction that they want, because they put the text at the very beginning that's like, what you're about to see, I mean, this is it. We didn't doctor this in any way.
Yeah.
So we're actually making it cooler by not editing it. But, like, would this have benefited from some production value, some, a dev or some announcer just kind of like, hey, here's what's unique about this game.
Yeah. The game environments and stuff don't look all that compelling.
I think that's just for this one mode where you get this cool hexic grid.
Who knows? I need to know more about the game. I don't know if it's the responsibility of this trailer to tell me that stuff, or if I just need to do my own homework. Very, very upset about the sound design. It's something that really frustrates me. What I don't understand is when games that are out that have new content. They're like, I saw a tank trailer today that's like, here's this new tank coming to our game. And there's just music and no sound effects. And it's like, this item is coming to your game this week, and you have no sound effects for anything in this game.
It's something to be concerned about.
It's something that people just completely overlook. And like, I would much rather hear all of the zombies screaming and groaning. Like when that big hex circle explosion happens and they all die. Like, I want to hear that. I bet that sounds really cool.
Or it doesn't.
Or doesn't, yeah. We just get metal like the whole time, and not only does it not sell your game, it doesn't seem professional, and it bores me and puts me to sleep when I just hear music. Even like metal like this, just like, okay, there's more music and running around. Yeah, it didn't really do a lot with this trailer. 5.5?
Don't make it a question. Lock that in.
Locked.
5.5. Yeah, I mean, I want to give him some credit for just doing gameplay, right? But man, it's a budget trailer. 6.1. But just like some things, like your logo in the beginning isn't up for long enough. I don't know what your company's name because it disappears immediately after it shows up.
Yeah.
That's such a strange thing.
Which just devil's advocate, there are some guys that have like 20-minute logos. So you're like, okay.
They're
You're
extremes.
like 6 of those in a row.
Well,
There's a fine balance.
Let us read your logo. Yeah, there's obviously a lot more presentation that could have been put into this, and it's funny. Every single time we see this person die, like don't show your character dying every time. We watch the player lose too much. Probably, I would always advise against that. Unless that's really your sell, you want us to want to die.
Well, it kind of shows the power of the chat potentially. They're like, look, they all ganged up on that guy and they took him out. They win.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, what's weird is you're not selling it to the people who are going to be in chat. Like, they're not going to buy it. They're just watching. So you should, the proposition would be sell it to this person who's streaming and wants to be awesome in front of people. And then just kind of a sloppy end slate. I rated it kindly. I think 6.1 is actually pretty kind for this game because I think it's a cool idea just to show raw gameplay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick it right in the middle. 5 o'clock, 5.0. So.
Right in the middle. You're at the bottom.
So.
Right in the middle of the
scale.
whole score.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool to like show the concept and show some different examples, but yeah, the editing and everything is just not very good.
But that's the risk, guys. When we just watch a trailer for the first time, that's what happens.
That's the risk.
Those are some of the cool trailers from this week. Also, some interesting trailers. Lots of scandal about the latest Assassin's Creed Unity
What
trailer.
in the world is wrong with him?
This is dumb. This was real dumb.
Called Time Anomalies.
I don't even want you to show this in B-roll.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't even
this is
show
just,
it.
Oh my
Blur
god.
it or something. Put a blur effect over this.
But it's not a blur effect. Is that
Well,
making
it might.
cutscenes
Yeah,
look really
that
awesome?
might.
Is
That
that the blur
actually.
effect?
That actually might work if you don't have the sound on it. Oh my gosh.
I would, if we rated
Drop a major spoiler for no
I would
good
give it a
reason.
0.0. This trailer should not exist.
Yeah, it's you can't really talk about. You have to go beyond the actual trailer itself and like get into the marketing team and their heads
Yeah.
of just like why did this trailer even happen? Because the trailer itself is actually kind of exciting. I would have cut it a little bit short. I think you could have done the reveal of like where am I, and then like ooh, that's an interesting tease. I didn't need to see him get use guns and all that stuff, but like
Oh no.
right.
Well, I guess there's been guns in
They
Assassin's
want it to be
Creed before.
spoiled.
Yeah.
They very much want this to be spoiled. They want you to know
Yeah,
this.
but the timing is so weird. It's so wrong.
We
Like,
got so far. We got so
Yeah,
far. We're
it's
so
like-
close now.
if this is what the game is going to be about, then have that be from the get-go. But when we've gone to Paris to see all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden you drop this bomb on us, like this
Literally?
this should have been like a real
The
part
only
of the
thing I can think
experience.
of releasing this trailer now is you're trying to get people to think, oh wow, if you're going to that era, I wonder where else you'll go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bioshock
Are we going
Inf-
into the future? Are we going? Yeah.
Bioshock
Assassin's Creed
Infinite did
Infinite.
that?
I heard a lot of people say that.
When Bioshock Infinite did the theater that was playing Revenge of the Jedi, I was like, oh wow, what else? No, nothing. You're not going in there. There's nothing else like this for the rest of the game.
Right, but the guy cutting the trailer knew that he could get you excited by showing you that, and they know they can get people's minds wandering by showing a little taste of this. Yeah, but it's kind of like the madness of King George vibe, of George Washington, like.
Yeah.
We're just like, what if all this crazy stuff happens?
Alt history stuff.
It's
yeah.
like, is that important? Is that just a weird side mission?
This
Is that
doesn't feel like a
is that
alt
DLC? Who knows? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, very weird, Ubisoft.
Don't do that. Don't do this.
But I mean, we've told Ubisoft to stop it with the trailers. This was
The
one
Far
of
Cry, dude.
3 trailers to choose from, and there were 3 Far Cry trailers this week. There were 2 different entries in 2 different documentary series Far Cry currently has running. We're following the guy. I might as well just show this. We're following the guy going up Everest, and we're also following like another documentary series about like different things you can do in Kyrat. Yeah, it's like they start a series, end it, and then start another series, but don't have like 4 different documentary behind the scenes dev diary. Crazy, yeah.
They say that the Everest thing is done. They said this one's the last one.
Yeah,
I don't
actually,
believe them now.
Which is hilarious because you see him like up on base camp playing Far Cry with his giant red freezing nose, getting frostbite with an HD television.
Gosh. I'm surprised
marketing.
the TV wasn't frozen and didn't work.
But I mean, this is a serious thing, actually. Like this, it's not just like wearing people out. It's about like presenting yourself. I love how League of Legends presented itself this week. When you're inundating us with trailers, you're not presenting yourself well, and it cheapens your brand, I think.
And spending more money than you probably need to.
It's true.
So something to keep in mind. Maybe you just got tons of money to spend.
yeah, I mean, just put some freaking bonus features on your disc if you're that, up on wanting to
Tell
do
us
behind
the
the
story.
scenes stuff.
Yeah.
A game that did not spend a lot of money on their latest trailer, Devil's Dare.
Great trailer.
Did a live action trailer, which I think is its own actual genre now. It's kind of like going back to like late 80s, early 90s, VHS.
It comes very much off like the Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Which, Devil's Dare, from your personal experience playing the game, Kyle, there's a lot of homages to old classic cinema.
VHS
And so
era,
It
yeah.
makes sense that they would do something in the VHS era.
Well
And,
acted. I love this trailer.
I think the cast was really great. That
Yeah.
guy is just perfect. It's kind of like Bruce Campbell. It's like, are you acting or is that
They're
just you?
The computer's not yellow enough, though. Like, if you're really going to sell me on how old that computer is, it needs to be way more yellow.
Well, I don't think they were beating themselves up about their production values, which is why they took this approach. But I can always go for a trailer like this. Thank you so much, Devil's Dare, for putting that together. Dungeons of the Endless did a fun little trick that I want to bring to everybody's attention that I actually didn't notice until like
What's
8
that?
seconds after they were doing it. But because it's top down and you have so much empty dark space, they slipped little review scores and review.
Yeah, and then I didn't see what any of the gameplay was because it was constantly looking at whatever I'm supposed to read.
Which, again, is my question. Like, is that fun to do? Like, I remember when Panic Room came out with Jodie Foster in the opening credits, you were going through New York City and they had the text that you were actually moving through the text. And then, like, everybody stole that. Like, everyone was like, oh my God, we're doing that for everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, is this a smart style, kind of integrating your scores in there? Or are you going to get what happened to me, which was I missed half of them because I was paying attention to the gameplay.
Or what happened to Blood,
Right.
where he misses the gameplay because he's reading the words.
This is weird fine line of like these kind of quotes. Like, I hate these kind of trailers where they're constantly throwing quotes on things, but then it's like every time it happens, it's like, oh, I gotta forward this to some guy upstairs. It's like we got in a trailer.
I get why. I mean, it's always a tricky trailer to make for a game where your character is tiny and we're looking down on your character. It's really hard to differentiate your shots and things like that. I get why, we put these things over each other to make, give you something to look at. Great music, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I love it.
you can listen to that whole thing. It's on Bandcamp or something. You can listen to it all for free, and then if you like it, you can give them money for it.
Cool. Good plug, bud.
Yeah, wow. I think it can potentially work because, especially with independent games, if you have a very small amount of time to try to understand a game, it's possible that someone from Kotaku or Polygon or IGN or GameSpot or Game Informer or GameTrailers said something about the game that really cinched it. You're like, oh, good point. I like those games and that. Oh, you like those games and you like this game too? Okay, maybe I'll pick it up. But yeah, it's just quotes that are like, fantastic. It's like, it doesn't do anything for me, so.
Or when they're like literally just trying to describe the game. And it's like, and then that's what you use as the quote. I'm like, that's.
But for all you marketing people out there, if you're looking for GameTrailers quotes, they're on sale now. And finally, Pixel Paint Wii U.
Just be clear. No, they're not. No, they're not on sale now. No, that's not. Don't.
Quiet you. And finally, Pixel Paint Wii U had, as much as Devil's Dare made fun of commercials from the 90s, Pixel Paint Wii U made fun of infomercials for like, oh, I can't put Tupperware in my closet. And I love that stuff.
They probably spent the least money out of anyone this week.
And they nailed it. It was really great. I really appreciated that because it had the correct tone. Like the actors were really funny. The lady that got putting the stuff together with the cables and just being all frustrated. Like I dug it because you're selling the product, but you're not actually realistically selling what you're talking about. And I think that kind of honesty presented to at least me, who has to watch 100 trailers every week, I appreciate it.
You know what? I wasn't into it until they said, proudly made in Minnesota. And I was like, okay, they know they didn't do a good job with this commercial. Like, they know.
Well,
Yeah.
you did an episode on crazy games that are available on Wii U. Like,
Yeah.
did you know that Nintendo's selling this right now? And so I just thought this was a great attitude for them realizing, like, we know we're a silly Wii.
Yeah.
I love the
store
whole
game.
slashing prices thing. It
Yeah,
was-
yeah. They know what they're doing.
So I bought it. I thought they did a good job. If they had dragged on for a little bit longer, or like I said, tried to do jokes that are like really trying to make us just fall out of our chair laughing, then it would have been a little too much. But I thought the tone they did a good job. So those are all of the fun trailers of the week. League of Legends, baby, is my trailer of the week. There's no question.
Me too, definitely.
It is Halloween today. They harrowed my heart. What do you think, Blood? What's your trailer of the week?
Oh man, that's why I was having a hard time scoring them earlier because they're also so close to me. And they're also good. I think like Halo has the least amount of awkwardness for me. The two things that I was awkward with was one, that some of the titles, like you were saying, those are just like a little like you don't need to oversell yourself, and then
Wait,
there was
calling yourself defining the generation isn't overselling itself?
No, it is.
Oh,
It is,
okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Especially
then-
when you're focusing on the cinematic.
And there's
Yeah.
a point, like, I'd have to go back and listen to the Halo 2 soundtrack again, but I feel like one of those songs is a Halo 4 song, and that kind of threw me off. Maybe he just reused it for Halo 4, but it was weird.
Wait, what's your trailer of the week?
That is my trailer of the week.
Oh, even though you just said those two awful things about it and gave Final Fantasy Type 0 a higher score?
No, I gave it a higher score,
Oh, okay.
but yeah.
Gotcha.
That's fine. You seem upset about that, Kyle.
I'm upset.
You gonna let him have
I'm
the trailer?
upset.
of the
No,
week?
no,
That's
this
the
is
thing.
nice. That's the thing. That's why there's three of us. That's good. Yeah.
But I just want to point out, because of how this goes, it's 2-1, so the harrowing is officially the trailer of the week,
Yeah.
as decided by
Sure.
the three members of the Let's All Go to the Trailers
I have
podcast.
no qualms with that.
That's our show. 2 parts. We do this every week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please come back next week to watch Let's All Go to the Trailers. Hope you guys had a wonderful October and a very happy and safe Halloween, and we'll see you soon.